Good evening and welcome to a match of Dota 2. It is actually, it's probably the second Division 1 match of GosuLeague Season 4 Season 4. And it is going to be GamersLeague versus NEXT.kz, and I have a small surprise for you. Because as you can see, Ronin, a former player of NEXT.kz, is playing for NEXT.kz once again. I do think he's playing as a stand-in for this match. And in case you're wondering who is NEXT.kz Comeback, well, I don't think he's actually in NEXT.kz, or at least not officially, but it's PJG. I think it is PJG. So, because I checked his Steam profile, and that is what I got from it. So, but in the meantime, let's see who's playing what, or let's see who's banning what first. We have a Naga Siren Invoker, as well as a Venomancer being banned out, and a Lone Druid, Lanaya, or otherwise known as Templar Assassin, as well as a Rubik banned out by GamersLeague. So what do we still have in? We still have the Darkseer, we still have the Lycan, and there goes the Darkseer. Let's see the Lycan, probably, there it is, as well as the Leshrac. No real surprises there. So let's see who GamersLeague is gonna pick up. I mean, with the Darkseer, they might want to go for an Enigma to have that black hole vacuum combination. Of course, we haven't seen it that much, and actually go for the Chen to be their jungle, as well as for the Morphling to be their carry. And NEXT.kz, they could still go for the Tidehunter if they want to. I mean, that is a hero that we see picked up very early lately as well. And they have got Leshrac, who is probably going to be a support, but you know, we never know until that's actually the case. And Lycanthrope, who could be in the jungle, but we have seen him lately more up on a solo lane rather than in the jungle. So we're going to see which one of the two is there. And I just need to type one thing. Let me know when I am back up, please. Thank you.
Reserve time.
Reserve time for NEXT.kz. So I don't really know what to go for yet. I mean, it is their Morphling, of course. I mean, I say their Morphling because Mantis does love his Morphling, and they have to do something against it right now. Do they want to pick up their team fight, go for another carry just to make sure that GamersLeague is not going to ban out an Anti-Mage or Phases Void, or whichever they want to go for? Or do they want to have mid-game and leave Lycanthrope as their carry and go for something like a Chaos Knight? They go for mid-game, but they go for it in the form of a Queen of Pain. I like it. I like it a lot. And of course, having a solo lane secured with that as well. And there we have the Tidehunter ban, so GamersLeague still be no surprise. I don't want to face that one. Let's see what the ban is going to be for NEXT.kz, because if we look at GamersLeague lineup, and we know that Darkseer is going to be solo, Chen in the jungle, Morphling probably on the solo lane, sorry, dual lane, in which case that GamersLeague still needs a solo lane as well as a support. So we're going to see NEXT.kz, are they going to ban out Windrunner, Beastmaster, Puck, such heroes, or maybe even a Bounty Hunter, or Chaos Knight? Not Chaos Knight. Oh, Chaos Knight, still. Huh. I must say not Chaos Knight because, well, then Morphling would have to be solo, because Chaos Knight is not really a hero that you want to have solo there, but it is a hero that we see very often combined with that Morphling. So still banning out the Chaos Knight, not going for the supports just yet. And for GamersLeague, I mean, they know that in theory all the solo lanes are sorted for NEXT.kz, so they're banning out a jungle hero in the form of or long lane solo, but I think that was, they were gonna ban out the Nature's Prophet. Up, okay. I am up, it's cool. So let's see, Night Stalker ban out. Well, that's a solo lane, and I'm just gonna take some drinks because I'm thirsty while this draft is going on. Let's see what GamersLeague is gonna pick up. And let's keep in mind, I mean, this is a GosuLeague match, and for GosuLeague, the deal is we're gonna see two matches between these two teams. One from each side, as in NEXT.kz, one's on a Dire, one's on a Radiant. And it's a league system, so you get a point for each win that you get, and at the end of the season, the team with the most points wins. It's that simple, and this is a Division 1 game. And we're gonna see a Brewmaster in that one. A mid-game hero picked up for CLG. CLG? Why did I say? Oh, I said CLG because Miracle is standing in. My brain works weird, but it's GamersLeague. Damn Swedish people. Making me confused.
Reserve time.
And I'm gonna just type And there goes the Windrunner, still picked up by NEXT.kz, indicating that Leshrac is going to be a support. Queen of Pain, Windrunner solo. And Lycanthrope, in theory, could still be a support, could even be on a tri lane with Leshrac there. Or could go into the jungle with Leshrac and something as a dual lane, maybe with a Sand King or something. It's going to be Shadow Shaman, picked up by GamersLeague.
Team picked.
Support for Morphling, we knew that one was coming. Well, we didn't know really what kind of support, but Shadow Shaman has been picked up more often as a support lately. And actually, having said that, he might actually be a support for that Brewmaster and leaving Morphlin to solo lane, because Shadow Shaman and Brewmaster also a very good combination. You can just shackle a target, Brewmaster can walk up to it, do his clap, and there is still the Sand King. So that will be a Lycanthrope jungling with Leshrac, Sand King, dual lane, Queen of Pain, Windrunner solo lanes, and that makes for pretty strong lanes coming up from NEXT.kz. For GamersLeague, I mean, that Brewmaster Shadow Shaman combination is pretty strong. If Darkseer is going to be up against a Windrunner, it should be okay as well. But if he's up against a Sand King and a Leshrac, I mean, we've seen that combination do massive damage before, so maybe we're going to see the same thing again. And of course, Chen versus Lycan in the jungle. It's going to be Lycan that's probably going to come out ahead of that one. Let's jump ourselves over to the main screen, because then we can see the entire screen as soon as everybody picked up their hero, that is. So we can get the show on the road. And I should be removing that one. There we go. There we go. All fixed. All fixed indeed. Anyway, here's the game. Everybody picked up their hero, so that means that we see NEXT.kz. We see Leshrac. This is most likely PGG. He's going to be playing Leshrac for NEXT.kz. Ronin, former NEXT.kz player, maybe even again NEXT.kz player officially, playing that Lycanthrope. Means that Stalcat is going to be playing the Sand King with Equal up on the Windrunner and leaving Mantis on the Queen of Pain. And that is the NEXT.kz side, and we're jumping ourselves over to GamersLeague. I almost said it again. Because the first one that we see is Miracle, who is actually a CLG player, but he is going to be standing in for GamersLeague. It's going to be Quickstack going to be playing the Chen, Chui is going to be playing the Brewmaster, and Fail's going to be playing the Morphling. And we saw him in the previous game versus Dare. He played the Morphling there as well, was not able to be a big enough carry to outplay that M5, but we're going to see if he can do it here again. We see Joj the Curve playing the Darkseer, and he is going to be going towards the top lane with the Shadow Shaman, with the Brew towards the bottom lane, Fails mid lane, and of course Quicks in that jungle. For the lanes for NEXT.kz, looks like Mantis is going to be mid. Lycan, it looks like he's going to be going into the jungle. Indeed, we have actually Leshrac disconnected from the game. Winter on the long lane, I would think, and Leshrac, as well as the Sand King on the top lane. But we'll see which one is actually going to be. While we're waiting for the pause to go off, I'm going to take another sip of my drink because I can. And I also need to click on this button. There we go. And then this button. So, there we go. And I have to, well anyway, I do that now. I do it after the match. Gotta be focused until the Shrek comes back, of course. And I do think that the Darkseer up against Leshrac Sand King combination is going to have a tough time if he's indeed going to be up against those. We'll have to see though. I mean, that's the thing about NEXT.kz right now. They can go anywhere with these lanes. And in theory, every single one of their heroes, we have seen them solo lane before. So that they're not really forced to do anything, really. They have a lot of leeway towards whatever they want to do. Apparently Fails really wants to defend their towers right now. I'm not sure what the rules are regarding how long the pause can be, but I believe there are rules for that. And why am I not seeing my in-game audio thingy turn on? Audio on. See? It is on. Why is it not on? Why is that not on? Oh, now it is on. Hello, people. You can hear me. Can you? I saw it going on. Where is it not on? Oh, I know maybe why. Wait a second. Well, no, it's open mic threshold. It's all the way up. It's all the way up. Or maybe it should be down. Like, we don't see the bar moving. Now we do. Now we do. Testing. No. No bars moving. No bars moving. Now bars moving. It's really awkward here. But we're gonna go with this. Looks to be okay-ish. Eh. Oh well. Looks to be okay-ish. We're gonna just... I don't know. This is awkward. Anyway, you can hear me inside the game now. Welcome. Because, as you might know, you can buy the in-game ticket for the GosuLeague Division 1. You can buy it for only $1. Or 80 euro cents, if depending on where you're from. But only $1, and you don't only get like season 4 with that, season 4 Division 1, but you get every single seasons to come. I know this is not push to talk. This is just, well, as long as the microphone thingy is there, then I am happy that is sorted. But it is yeah, it is very cheap. It's actually $1 because it wasn't allowed to be free. It was too loud sensitivity by the looks of it. Yes, indeed. It should be okay now, though. I hope it is anyway. If there are people listening to this in-game, then please tell me on my stream if it is indeed audible to listen to, because that was of course very needed, that you need to be able to hear this because you pay for that. Pay for hearing my voice. Well, and for being your own cameraman. Kinda. So we're still waiting on PGG to connect back in. That is actually for the people that are listening inside the game. It is PGG probably that is playing the Shrek. Like 90% sure. Kinda. Good die. Oh, goody. Oh, I almost listened to like go die. Is not very nice. And really? Failed? Are you for real? He's making sure all the towers have, well, not just fails right now, everybody's helping out. See it on the minimap. There we go. The Shrek connecting back in. And that will mean that we are about to be able to start, finally. There we go. And it's gonna be NEXT.kz. I'm waiting for them to move so we can see what kind of lineup they want to go for. Well, I mean, we know that Mats is already mid with his Queen of Pain. And we know that Lycan is going to be in the jungle. And it is indeed going to be Shrek as well as the Sand King on the top lane. With, on the bottom lane, the Windrunner, indeed. And she is going to be having a fairly tricky lane with the Shadow Shaman there. As well as with the Brewmaster. I mean... in theory, of course, as a Shadow Shaman, you wait for the Windrunner to actually pop her Windrunner before throwing down the Shackle. And there's them really not getting away from that one if Brewmaster actually gets the chance to catch up and does his clap there.
30 seconds to battle.
But we're gonna see how that's gonna go. Of course, I'm gonna put up the last hits and an ice for you so you can see what's going on there. We've got the recipe for the Soul Ring already up on the dark, so he has not spec'd anything just yet. I mean, he's going to see what he's up against first. Does he want to get close to that and just get the Surge just to get away? Or does he just not even want to risk getting close to that and go for the Iron Shell for some solid farming? And I think it's going to be the latter, because once close to this one, as soon as they're level 2, that's going to be a kill if he gets too close. In the meantime, 3 heroes are going to fight equal. Equal is going to do... Oh, it was so quick for... so quick. It was so close to picking that up and actually turned away. And Equal denying that rather than letting a quick spec that one up. A Miracle going to probably ward some here. He already plays one very aggressive ward up on the lane. And the other ward is going to be here. So, getting ready for... potentially a lot of action coming up from the bottom lane as well, from the Chen maybe ganking in some heroes. Chen even picked up a Smoke of the Sea, so it's going to be going for that. And it is going to be a Iron Shell for the Darkseer, who already already got harassed slightly by this Leshrac Sand King combination. I mean, this is just going to be very dangerous for the Sand King if he gets caught out. Of course, he still wants to try to get his experience. He needs a level 2 for his Surge. We're going to see, I mean, For now, Leshrac is just fine, just harassing him out, and the Sand King cannot do that much yet. He needs to have level 2, maybe level 3 the Burrow Strike, just to have that extra range. Otherwise it would be too much advertising that he actually wants to go for this. Miracle gonna come in from behind on this bottom lane right here, equal. Gonna probably try to do something. Gets an Ether Show, gonna just run because losing Windrun will make sure that he does something. And of course, he now knew that the first spec for the Shadow Shaman was the Ether Shock. He gave that one away, so he doesn't have to worry about Shackle just yet. Just about the harassment that comes from the Ether Shock. In the meantime, Mantis is doing okay in the middle lane. 5 for 3 up on him with Field, soloing it up with 2 for 1. In theory, neither of these should die. They both have an escape mechanism. However, having said that, I mean, if someone makes a mistake, both of these, like I said, I mean, there's either Reform or Blink. Man, fight! Man, fight! Man, fight! And Blink away from Mantis. Reform after that, though. This might be a first blood! And it is Fails that picks up the first blood. And that was overextension from the Queen of Pain. But I mean, one was gonna win that man fight. But it was, like I said, I mean, in theory nobody should die, but if, well, both also have, of course, they can use their escape to be very aggressive, which they did, so, Fields, winner of first blood. The Shrek continuing to harass this guy. There's the Iron Shell, gonna harass some back. No wards, no boots up yet though, not to chase it down, but look at that, harassment back. PGG is not too worried about that one. They have got equal, still on the bottom lane, still level 1, has not been getting that much, and is actually should be extra careful right here, with the Chen coming out of the jungle now as well, and there's gonna be harassment maybe incoming. First they have to make sure she comes closer though, and the creeps will push out in a while, but it takes too long for the Chen, and he's actually gonna back off first, gonna get some experience from these creeps, and here they come. There is a Shackle, there's an Ether Shock, the nuke is there, when they see Windrunner they have vision. But it's gonna be Shadow Shaman that's actually not gonna be there, and Chen showing himself on the lane with his Ursa Warrior as well. But quite surprising that he does that. And they think now that Equal may have placed a ward there. There is no ward there, but they might think there is. Shadow Shaman stacking Ancients? Or Windrunner stacking Ancients? Shadow Shaman gonna dive.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
The push is there, I mean, that's why the Chen came there apparently. Clap will clear off some of the creeps. Now he sees Miracle there as well, so Equal knows that he should be extra careful. Picks up Power Shot. Tier 1 tower getting pressured in the meantime, and there's not that much that Windrunner can do. Maybe throw down a Power Shot, but that won't clear off the creep wave. And as soon as he comes close he will get shackled. Still has that Windrun, of course. Oh, and that's a creep wave. Are we pulling it to the Ancients? Nah. Just pulling it away, making sure that the next creep wave on the Radiant can help picking off this tower here. And that is one tower down, and Brewmaster picking it up. So extra gold coming the way of GamersLeague right now. In the meantime, Leshrac stun did hit on Leshrac on the top lane, but there was nothing there. I mean, there was a Burrow Strike, there was a follow-up stun, but apparently Stalker, I mean, he couldn't really follow. Edict wasn't there. And the Darkseer will be fine. In the meantime, Queen of Pain picks up the Shadow Shaman, but we're gonna follow these. Oh, the Shrek Sun misses. Morphling, double kill for Queen of Pain. I don't know where. Picks up the Morphling still. Looked like they wanted to go in again though, but it was a double kill for Queen of Pain. Managed to pick up the Shadow Shaman, who came towards the middle lane to help out the Morphling killing off the Queen of Pain, and they still did that, but I guess the Shadow Strike was still there to do the damage and to make sure that the Morphling died as well. In the meantime, it looks like this Darkseer, I mean, I'm continuously checking here because in theory this should be the lane with the most aggression. Burrow Strike this time does hit, follow-up stun by Leshrac, Ether Shock helping out, Shadow Shaman shackling, Darkseer popping up his Iron Shell, but he still goes down. Saki picking up the last hit, and it's Stalker that's going to be on the run. Getting harassed by Miracle here, who gets the kill as well, but taking a lot of damage from that Edict. One more hit, and it is Leshrac that picks up the kill indeed. I'm not really sure if that was worth picking up the Sand King for, although having said that, Sand King is the one that's taking the farm on that top lane. In the meantime, Brewmaster is still farming on his bottom lane. Right now, Equal gets a bit more levels and experience purely because nobody else is helping that Brewmaster out again. Oh, Miracle wants to go for this. No, can't. Can't go for it. He has boots though, and Leshrac doesn't. Now he does. Okay, he just bought them. No boots yet up on the Darkseer. Of course, he does have a search. He picked up a Soul Ring now as well. And for the mid lane, I mean, we saw the Morphling die, but he picked up 2 kills on the Queen of Pain already. Morphling is 19 for 5, with Queen of Pain very low on life, no bottle charges, 20 for 5 for him. And I do think that as soon as Morphling sees that he is still around there, he, yeah, I was gonna say, he's gonna kill off Mantis, but Mantis backs out now. Clever choice. Rune gonna be picked up by the Brewmaster. He hasn't got a bottle, but that'll be fine. They were fearing maybe Queen of Pain coming to pick that one up. In the meantime, on the top lane, we have another bit of harassment with Lightning coming out of the jungle. Harassment up on the Darkseer, but they cannot follow it up with a Burrow Strike. In the meantime, it's going to be Brewmaster that is 32 for 7. He is on top of the charge in case, well, for last hits right now. He is doing just fine. I mean, he's free farming, and the only one next to him is the Lycan, but Lycan is farming the jungle, so those kills mean a bit less. And Miracle as well as Quicks now on their way towards the top lane. It's going to be 4 versus 3 if they manage to get on this, well, I say 4 versus 3, but I mean 4 versus 2 because Sand King now backs away. So this might be ending badly for Leshrac as well as for, whoa, for the Lycanthrope. Here comes the Brewmaster as well. He has a split if he wants to, and it's Leshrac that's already down, and it is the Lycan that dies as well. Just a quick, easy gank. With Leshrac still doing some damage to Quicks here, but it's going to be fine. And that is just 2, yeah, like I said, 2 very easy kills. At the same time, they do use a lot of heroes to do that, leaving Windrunner to free farm, leaving the mid lane in favor of Mantis right now. Slightly though, even because, of course, Feltz is still here. They are going to try to take down the tier 1 tower. For that, nice they try, but actually, with 4 heroes, they should just be able to get it. Otherwise, it's not worth using 4 heroes for those 2 kills. Stalkat roaming mid. As uses Burrow Strike up on the Morphling, who was able to back out from that one. Harassment going down in the tier 2, but the tower will not drop. Tier 1 tower top does drop, and Brewmaster again the one to pick up the gold for that one. So extra gold going his way. Just, well, surely check up on that gold graph. And considering it's 2 towers in favor of GamersLeague right now, they're not that far ahead, to be fair. 2k gold. That's not the amount of gold that you normally have, but that's because of the Lycan. Lycan is farming in the jungle just a bit faster than the Chen is, especially if Chen is roaming around that much. And we have them trying to do something here. They stick around. GamersLeague wants to go for something here. Gonna see if they're gonna be able to do it though. The Shrek stun, not hitting on Shui. The wolves from Lycan doing what they can. But that Iron Shell is just so annoying. Look at that. TP incoming. Burrow Strike up on the Brewmaster. He still has a split though. Should be fine. Either Shock helping out. Nice Shackle up on the Brewmaster. Follow up stun from the Shrek. And he will die before he can do anything. Manta blinking in. Wants to go for something here too. Donkey better back out from that one. It will be Miracle that will be sent home already. With, oh! Too late! Power shot and 1 right click from Equal. Finishing the job. And Darkseer gonna surge himself away from that one. So they pick up 2. And not lose their tier 2 tower. That was just overextension, I guess, from GamersLeague. Slightly though. I mean, they were expecting a Brewmaster to be able to throw down his ultimate, but he was not able to do the stuns, the shackle. It was just too much. Too much disable coming off from NEXT.kz. And that's just something that is gonna hurt them, because if we look at disable on both sides, I mean, yes, there's a Shadow Shaman up on the Radiant side, which is a lot of disable, but they're up versus heroes that have and a Shackle, and a Burst Strike, and a Split Earth. 3 different heroes that can disable. Well, Brewmaster, you can't consider him a hero that can disable, of course, with his ultimate, but it's just not that simple. And they're gonna try to do it again. The 3 disablers are on their way towards the bottom lane, and they're on their way towards this Brewmaster. Looks like they know where he is, and now there they saw him. Burst Strike doesn't hit, and now he's gonna be safe backing out against his tower. He saw them, and that is NEXT.kz backing out once more, knowing that they couldn't do anything here anymore. In the meantime, Queen of Pain letting her illusions take care of this lane while she is gonna try to get a rune. 10-minute rune does spawn bottom, lucky for her. And a regen rune at that. Something that is very useful upon her, just to get all that mana up. In the meantime, 3 heroes in the middle lane pushing, but 4 heroes incoming. I say 4, but I mean 3, because Windrunner actually not there anymore. Queen of Pain blinking, shouting. Leshrac stun doesn't hit anymore. We have Brewmaster still having his ultimate. Collapse there once, finds the Sand King. Morphling picking up Leshrac in the meantime. And it is the Shadow Shaman that's gonna be sent home. Gonna try to steal Shackle the Lycan, does do so, and Chen picks it up. And this Brewmaster, I mean, he's been walking around, now he doesn't have mana anymore to do anything. Sonic Wave going through, and Morphling actually picks up the Sand King, still Mantis having to blink away from that one. I was thinking, this Brewmaster, he's just walking around there. I mean, he threw his club out and then he didn't have mana to split anymore, which is of course a shame. Which is why we sometimes see those Brewmasters going for stats rather than their crit. But that was the last tier 1 tower dropping still in that fight. Last tier 1 tower standing on the side of NEXT.kz, that is, because NEXT.kz themselves haven't managed to get any tower down just yet, and that's what we're going to see back in the gold graph as well. 3k gold. And that was of course 2 kills going the way, I say 2, it was actually the Shrek, Stanky and the Lycan. So it was 3 kills going the way of GamersLeague. And of course it was Morphling that was able to pick up a kill there as well. So extra gold for him. Actually Morphling getting a double kill. Because he killed off the Sand King as well as the Shrek. So extra gold going the way for him for sure. And that is just something that I have to say, I was going to say you don't normally see, but we just saw a previous game where we saw Fields actually being able to pick up that the kills the early game as well. Same player, same hero, so maybe it's Fields. It's just making sure that he gets the max out of his hero early game, picking up those kills. Of course he died once, and that will happen. But still, it is definitely not bad to be 4 for 1 at 11 minutes into the game on a Morphling. Although, having said that, his last hits aren't that impressive. Actually, no ones that are. With 11 minutes in, 46 last hits is just, well, good harassment, I think, from the other side. And it's only the Lycan that's high up there. But since towers have been going down, kills have been done, I'm just going to put up net worth. We do see the Morphling highest up on there, combined with the Brewmaster, who are both very high, and of course that's also due to towers. That has to be taken into account because Windrunner definitely is very high there as well. And if you count those, if you would think that the towers on GamersLeague would already be dead, like the tier 1s, it would definitely be this Windrunner that is, I think, slightly higher than the Morphling, maybe. Yeah, very slightly. She managed to pick up a last hit off that tower as well. Should be doable. But we're gonna find out. Because at some point they will have to push their towers. At the same time, it's of course Lycan that should be doing the works. Lycan, that's the carry for NEXT.kz. And he is not really carrying just yet. Of course, he is supposed to be snowballing and stuff like that. He did pick up his Vladimir, so maybe we'll see him going for Roshan soon. But we do have the wards already there from the Radiant team, as well as Shui just blinking at the Roshan pit, knowing that it is close to that point where Lycan can solo Roshan. Of course, he wants to have his Medallion of Courage, and normally they want to have that, but right now he's not going to go for that just yet. He picks up his Gloves of Haste, so maybe he wants to go for Threads instead. In the meantime, Shrek, he has level 4 Edict, and he wants to use it on this tower right here. He's going to be able to do it as well. He's going to land a stun to get rid of those creeps in this tower. Will be the first tier 1 tower to go down. I do think that it will go down regardless, because in the meantime GamersLeague are all on this bottom lane, on the bottom tier 2 tower. The tier 2 tower will drop power shot, will throw down some harassment, but it's just a Windrunner that is here, and nobody else to try to do something here. TP into the middle lane, where we see Manta being turned into a chicken. Ether Shock there as well. I'll blink away from that one. In the meantime, pressure continues on the top lane, and the TPs are going to come in onto the middle lane, so giving NEXT.kz some freedom to take down the tower as well. It was actually Lycan that picked up the tower hit, so picked up the extra gold, got 1k in his bags, and well, that is at least 2 towers down for NEXT.kz. On the side of GamersLeague, top lane gone. And it is the gold graph dropping back once more, and I have to say, I mean, this is still not really that much difference for this stage of the game, so still very even. At the same time, if you think about even Shrek, why are you taking so much damage? Oh, it's neutrals, okay. If you think about lane setups for NEXT.kz and GamersLeague, it is a Morphling late game, mid game Brewmaster. We see this tactic before, we saw it before, we've seen it before a zillion of times, and we've seen it work as well. For NEXT.kz, however, I mean, Lycan, yeah, late game, yeah. But he needs a bit mid-game as well. I mean, he's a bit more mid-game than late-game if I would have to pick. Queen of Pain mid-game as well, so this is the time where NEXT.kz should actually be starting to shine slightly, especially if they want to push down towers. I mean, they have got Leshrac, and Leshrac is one of those heroes that if he's on your team, you should be able to get those tier 1 towers fairly easy. And right now I'm not seeing it just yet coming up from NEXT.kz, but that's okay. They still have all the time to get back up on their feet, and so to speak. And I have to say they're really not that far ahead. We do see GamersLeague being a bit more careful, as in they are not the one trying to pressure something. NEXT.kz neither. I mean, even though NEXT.kz has got, well, they've got Epicenter right now. Why are you taking so much damage? Neutrals, okay. They've got an epicenter, so they might want to try to use that soon to try to get a kill. At the same time, that Brewmaster is of course also there to try and throw down an ultimate. They see LeShrek there. Maybe they're going to be able to go on that one, but LeShrek has already backed off. And they find the Queen of Pain though. Clap there, Scream as well. No Sonic Wave, no mana for the Queen of Pain, so she has to blink out of that one. 1400 gold up on her. Curious to see what she's going to go for next. She picked up an invisibility rune. In the meantime, Fails is farming on the top lane. 24 gold up on him with NEXT.kz equal. Trying to do something as well, getting her Rasto illusion getting made of him. He has to back off now. Be a bit more careful. In the meantime, Tier 1 tower bottom lane might be no longer standing soon on the side of GamersLeague if there's not going to come any defense there. Of course, Darkseer is there and he's level 8. In the meantime, it might be another trade for Tier 1 for Tier 2 though, because Tier 2 is getting pressured and no defense incoming just yet. Mantis is here. He has a Sonic Wave. Which he can just throw out on whoever he wants to, maybe getting in a position to hit as many heroes as he can, but he cannot really do anything against this lineup. Here comes the TP from LeShrek, fortification goes on as well, Sentry Ward being placed, and they see the Mantis there as well, because of that Sonic Wave still finishes off the Sand King though, sorry, the Shadow Shaman, with Sandy picking up the kill. Brewmaster killing off LeShrek, nice shackle on the Morphling, power shot will go through, but Brewmaster has split, so everybody of NEXT.kz has to back off. Tier 2 tower already down, Tier 1 tower on the bottom lane dropped as well, but that is not a good trade for sure. That is definitely not a good trade. And definitely not with a solo kill. Lycan Darkseer, one-on-one, was able to get a kill for Darkseer going out ahead with Lycan dying, and that is not something that should be happening. And that happened all next to the fight that happened in the middle lane. And Lycan, I mean, he didn't even use his phase shifts apparently. Maybe it was on cooldown still from an earlier occasion. Mechanism completed up on the Chen. You've got mana boots on a Shadow Shaman. Let's go over some more items just to make sure that everything is, or that we know what everything is gonna be. We have Morphling. I mean, he's got 3100 gold. He's gonna continue farming. Last time we saw him farm, he went on his first item at BKB, but that was versus a team that had, for example, a Roshan. Sorry, Roshan. What? A Titan too. Also big, but green. And of course, that was the advantage that their opponent had over that Morphling, just that team fight. So maybe we're gonna see him go for something else this game. We'll see. We already saw the Blink Dagger up on the Brewmaster. He picked up a Staff of Wizardry, maybe going for that Aghanims just to make sure that he can blink and collapse and then kill off the entire team with that split afterwards. Burst Strike doesn't hit up on the Darkseer, and he'll be able to back out. Still a net on the Shadow Shaman from the Chen. Power Shot will clear up the Troll Warlord. Meantime, Tier 1 tower did drop, so no more Tier 1 tower standing in the game. So that was the last Tier 1 tower. Sentry Ward being placed, counter warding that stuff, and then you might see a dust coming up right now. Or does anybody have one? No, they don't. What are they gonna do? They're gonna just wait until they find someone, because this is all missed time. In the meantime, Fails is gonna TP back, also not knowing what is gonna come there. Lycan is gonna farm through in the jungle. But NEXT.kz, they're just waiting for someone to come their way. And right now, nobody's coming. Like, really? I really don't know what to say. Of course I didn't know it was an illusion. But it was just slightly odd. Slightly odd. Oh well. Oh well. Meantime, Roshan gets blinked upon, but there is a Chen creep standing around here, so they know exactly when they're gonna go for it. And they will not care about that. Well, apparently not. They of course have the Sand King, so teamfight is there, but they have to deal with the Brewmaster split, and it's up once again. And we do see GamersLeague on the way there now. Of course, they run past the Sentry Ward, which is well. Smoke up, they didn't see that one, no real ward there. And this NEXT.kz that's backing off there. Vacuum in, nobody's there. Nobody's home. And now they think that they're at Roshan. But no, we see the drawing on the minimap. They're gonna come in from behind. And we still have NEXT.kz, they're waiting around. They think stuff is gonna come from front, but they're gonna be unpleasantly surprised if there's a Brewmaster just blinking into them. There they go. And there's the Burst Strike, doesn't hit anything. Vacuum in, collapse, split, and it has come back, or otherwise PGG goes down again already. The wolf form up on the Lycan when we see Mantis trying to blink away from this one, blinks inside the trees, lands a Sonic Wave, but is not able to kill off the Shadow Shaman by himself because it's a Lycan that gets blasted. Now Queen of Pain blinks off, 40 HP, will be out of there. Jen goes down, Lycan still trying to do what he can there. Darkseer drops as well, Windrunner drops by the hand of the Brewmaster, and it is 3 for 2 so far in favor of the dire side with the buyback from the Windrunner. And I say 3 for 2, but it's actually 3 for 3 because the Shrek bowed back as well. So 3 for 3. They really both want this Aegis. Shackle doesn't hit, fails. Gonna get a Shadow Strike, and Death Strike up on Mantis. Mantis really should not be there. The Shrek still low. Windrunner picks up the kill, and now it is in favor of NEXT.kz. And now NEXT.kz might be able to pick up a Roshan. They don't have the Lycan anymore, or at least he was in the base healing up. He has his BKB complete, by the way, and he will be able to help killing off this Roshan, because I think with that victory, it is going towards NEXT.kz. If they want it. Oh, Shackle doesn't latch. They wanted to go for the Brewmaster, who doesn't have a split anymore, and they knew he doesn't, so. But he was able to back out from that one. They go back to Roshan, though. Lycan going there as well. There's still the Chen creep, seeing what is happening. So they might try to stop it once again. Are they, though? Brewmaster doesn't have a split right now. Oh, he has a blink and a clap, though. Shadow Shaman picked up a Blink Dagger. So 2 Blink Daggers up on the side of the Radiant. The Morphling finishing off his Ethereal Blade. Shackle does latch on the Brewmaster. Vacuum in though. Ether Shock on all 3. BKB by the Lycan. Turn into a wolf from trying to chase down these people. But he is going to be blocked by the wards and going to be forced back again. And it should be out of there safe. And I say out of there safe, but Roshan is still not dead. Leshrac, what are you doing? What are you doing? Aren't you aware of the game? You're dead. Yeah, you are. He was just farming. Why were they mining him? Everybody farming at Roshan, but Leshrac just farming middle. It's a bit of a shame. And it's gonna be again the weight off who's gonna go in first. So who is gonna be going in after that to crush the people that are in first? But they know where everybody is at NEXT.kz. The drawing is there, coming off from Shui. Necronomicon purchased by the Brewmaster, so they're going for a bit of extra push for them. And TB's back to the tier 2 tower bottom, going to that Roshan spot. As we see a Morphling getting harassed by these wolves. For now. Just to make sure where he is. He's not getting attacked though. Checking if they're there. They're not though. Oh, Burrow Strike. Blinking, Vacuum, Sand King, running away already. Shadow Strike lands on the Brewmaster, but he splits. BKB up once again on the Lycanthrope. Gonna try to get some people. He is kind of blocked in by creeps. So Morphling already picking up the Sand King. Hand of God going through Lycan. Now has to run away, but it's too late. It's too late. Morphling picks it up. That Ethereal Blade doing the works. Oh, did the works on the Sand King anyway. Got the right clicks up on the... Oh, clap did not hit. Oh, TP out. Yeah, you're dead. Again. Morphling, triple kill, failed. Queen of Pain blinking away, and that will be a Roshan going towards GamersLeague. I mean, I said last time going towards NEXT.kz, but they were just not fast enough. Oopsie, sorry for that. Sound in the background. But it's GamersLeague that's going to be able to pick up a Roshan. I do think that they're not going to get contested because there's no buybacks anymore, and without the Sand King, Epicenter, and the Lycan, they're not going to be able to do anything. And this Morphling is getting more dangerous by the minute. He will be sent home, and he will be regenning up again, and he has his Mint Throw Hammer, so maybe he's still gonna go for that BKB, but we're gonna see it happen. We're gonna see it happen. I mean, if you look at the lineup of NEXT.kz and you think about the Ethereal Blade of the Morphling, it's a Windrunner. If she's not Windrunning, she's quite squishy. Queen of Pain is actually quite squishy. Sand King, we saw him being squishy as well. Leshrac, Lycan, maybe not that squishy, but he has a BKB as well, of course. But still, it is actually a pretty good item against the Lycan because you have that Ghost Scepter effect, and because of that, Lycan can't attack you. So regardless, it's useful for every single one of these heroes for NEXT.kz. So good job there for Phils with his item build. We have got Queen of Pain, almost got her Aghanim's completed. Just needs 400 gold, and she has that one. And they knew that Queen of Pain is here because we see the drawing once again. She's keeping good track of where everybody's at. We saw the mechanism already up on the Chen. Arcane Boots there as well. And yeah, it's looking good for GamersLeague, I have to say. We're gonna follow this centaur while we check out the gold graph. We have the previous fight giving them 4k gold. And I have to say, it was pretty even before that fight. But that was just the Ethereal Blade difference. The experience will be more convincing though. I mean, experience was the same almost for the entire time. And then, bam, GamersLeague took a very convincing team fight against NEXT.kz and was able to take Roshan. So that's a lot of experience going their way. And then we got 4 heroes on the bottom lane from GamersLeague right now. I say 4, it was actually, yeah, it's semi-4. I mean, I can consider this a Morphling. And now it's almost 5 with Brewmaster himself moving in there as well. Not just its illusion. Sand King Leshrac, I mean, normally you would expect them to have a good lane, but their laning was not as strong as expected. Not against a Darkseer, that was just so very careful. Sand King does have a Blink dagger, by the way, so Blink, Berserk, Epi could be there. We see everybody of GamersLeague being very close together right now, but also being very careful. But they don't know that the rest is there. The Shackle lands on the Darkseer, but here comes the rest. Ethereal Blade, and that is 2 dead! That is 2 dead! They did not know that the rest of GamersLeague was there. It was Darkseer that was the bait. It was a successful bait. Both the Sand King as well as the Leshrac ran into that trap open-eyed, and Windrunner didn't know how fast she could get away. Used the 4-staff phase boots, Windrun, everything. Because the entire team of GamersLeague are now knocking on the door of the tier 3 tower on the bottom lane. Power Shot will try to do something, but it is not going to be doing enough. There are no Shadow Shower wards though, so that kind of helps, but there are still Centaurs, there's still right clicks, and if they force out a team fight with the Sand King being back again in 5 seconds, there is a Brewmaster split as well. But right now, I mean, Fortification gets pushed out, but their tower is already half HP. I do like this Iron Shell up on this Brewmaster. Look at that size! It is massive! Shadow Strike lands on him. Burst Strike, hitting on 2. Sonic Wave going through as well. Ether Shock does a lot of damage. Stalker backing out. Still hasn't not able to do his epicenter just yet, and is gonna get picked up by the Fire Panda. Lycan picking up the Darkseer in the meantime. I mean, Hand of God mechanism already used by the Chen, so the HP of the Radiant team is pretty high, apart from the Darkseer who is dead. But they are gonna be able to stick around here and just kill off these barracks right now. They killed off Leshrac again. They killed off the Sand King again. And they are going to be able to kill off the melee barracks as well. Lycan coming in here now as well. He got low, was first back, and now he's back again. But he's not going to be able to do that much anymore, just like Mantis. I mean, melee barracks are dropped. That is what they came for, and that is what they got. So it is going to be a GamersLeague that's definitely in favor of this game. And again, I'm going to be drinking some stuff. It's nothing serious though. It's all good. As in, just an anonymous sports drink. That's it. Brewmaster double damage rune. Necronomicon's all the way. He's gonna have level 3. Nice. More pushing incoming from GamersLeague. They're looking to end it fairly soon, I have to say. Making sure that Lycan doesn't get too big. Making sure that Queen of Pain can't get anything else apart from that Aghanim Scepter that she now has. Windrunner has finished off her 4-star, but they don't have a mechanism just yet. Now they do. Well, that was fast. But in those previous fights, they could definitely have used that mechanism, to be fair. But yeah, only now complete. 28 minutes in, but Windrunner, well, she had other priorities. Face boots as well as 4-star, and she didn't have that easy of a time. You know, she does now have 90 last hits. I'm gonna actually put that one up again, but we see Windrunner being fairly low up on that Burst Strike. Will hit on the Brewmaster. Sonic Wave also. Leshrac's son will be sent home though. Mechanism Hand of God going through. Actually, Hand of God not even. Still on cooldown, and we have Leshrac actually being the one that gets picked up by the Morphling. Hello, Ethereal Blade. Pipe is up, Wolf is there, BKB was already on, and he should be able to get away with that fast speed that he has. He's gonna try to TP out. That should not be a good choice, because here comes Miracle, Ether Shock, Chicken, Shackle, Vacuum in, and that is a kill. Morphling, wait for him to kill it off. Wicked sick Morphling right now, 12 for 2. And he has got his BKB. He's got 2,300 gold. And he's just killed off the main carry of the opponent team as well as the Leshrac. And he's gonna go for more as well. It's gonna be equal. That's gonna be his target, perhaps. He has the Ethereal Blade off cooldown. So maybe. Oh, there he goes. Replicant. Weave Form. Is it gonna be enough? Adaptive Strike. A couple more right clicks needed. Just one, actually. And gets the kill. TP in from Leshrac. Leshrac will die. Shadow Shaman wards being placed. But the tower is invulnerable because the tier 2 tower is still standing. So that's a bit of an awkward tower, giving some free gold to your opponents, but still, I mean, awkward word trap attempt. But it is GamersLeague that's definitely pulling away from NEXT.kz right now, pulling away fast, like super fast. There goes the tower, Morphling picking that one up. And they're just going to continue pushing. They don't really see a reason to stop. I mean, right now they've proven that they have killed off everybody. Ethereal Blade is off cooldown again as well. I mean, there's no real threat coming from NEXT.kz apart from the thing that you can expect, like good teamwork with a good burst like Blink Epicenter. That is the risk that they have right now. But at the same time, they have a Brewmaster split as well, so they have got some team fight up their sleeve as well as a Replica Wall and Vacuum in. So they feel quite confident in taking down this tier 3. Shackle is gonna latch Darkseer to the Brewmaster. Power Shot misses though, and of course the pipe was on there, so the Sonic Wave didn't do that much either. Look at that, that is already 2 down. Windrunner Strike picked up like that. Next one down, and his Lycanthrope is gonna try to do something with triple kill already up on Fails, and a Lycanthrope shackled. Is it gonna be an ultra kill? No, it's not. Chen picks up that kill, and it's only Queen of Pain that is left alive, and the GG is cold. But it's gonna be GamersLeague that takes the win over NEXT.kz in this GosuLeague Division 1 match. And I say GosuLeague, so that means that we're gonna have another match between these two teams, because it's a best out of 2, so to speak, or at least it is a league system. Every team plays each other twice, and at the end of the season, the team with the most wins gets the prize, or gets the win, wins the league. So we're just waiting until this throne will explode, but I have to say, I mean, as soon as that Morphling got up to speed, there was really no stopping that one, and of course Morphling got up to speed very quick already, especially with that kill, those kills that he got in that middle lane that he was at. We're gonna see if Morphling is gonna get banned out, or if NEXT.kz can, of course, secure that Morphling for themselves, because that's what they want to aim for. We have seen Mantis play his Morphling a lot, so we're gonna wait and see until that happens, and we have to still wait until the throne explodes. Come on, throne!
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Come on. Oh, wrong throne. Silver throne exploding, so you still will be able to see the last end screen to see who got what and stuff like that. Which items were up? What did I miss? Oh, hey, Shadow Shaman. Hello. Bye. There. So, my name is Sheever. I'm a GoSuGamerscaster. So go check out GoSuGamers.net/Dota2 for all your Dota 2 information. And, of course, subscribe to my YouTube. YouTube.com/SheeverGaming. And I'll be casting the next game as well. So stay tuned for more Dota 2 action coming right up.